Hello and welcome to LBJ Sports Medicine. Today, we're going over essential skills for the high school athletic training. Here, we cover SAC testing. So, the SAC test is a standard assessment of concussion. We use Form A. You can Google it to find the specific form that we use here. So, Kayla is going to be my patient. So, I start off by recording the name, the day of the exam, and the time. And it's very important that we're going to do a baseline test for this test. That way, once she has a concussion, we can compare her test then to the baseline to determine if she has a concussion. So, first, I read off the introduction. I'm going to ask you some questions. Please listen carefully and give your best effort. Then we do a series of orientation questions. These are like what day is it, what month is it, and for every one that she gets right, I circle 1. For every one she gets wrong, I circle 0. And the points add up at the end. And then after the orientation section, we move on to immediate memory. I'm going to read you a list of 5 words, and you're going to repeat them back to me once I'm finished. So the words are elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble. So however many she repeats correctly, I mark those. And I do that 3 times, and I mark all the points and add them up. And so then, there's an exertional maneuvers section. If Kayla had a concussion, the exertion would usually make it worse. So we don't do that. We actually do a balance test. So we use this foam pad right here. And we do, first, balance on 2 legs. Stand on the pad, please. And while she stands, I mark the number of mistakes she has. So for every one, I mark it down, and I time for 10 seconds. And then I have her do the same thing on the ground for 10 seconds. And then once she's done with that, you do the same thing, but standing on a single leg. And I record the number of mistakes she does. And a mistake is like any time that she might fall or have to use her other foot. And then after that, I have her put one foot in front of the other like this and do the same thing, both on the ground and then on the pad. And then I add up all of those errors. And so if she has a concussion, I can compare the number of mistakes that she made then to her baseline. And if she had a concussion, she would probably have more mistakes because her balance would be a little bit off. We skip the strength sections usually here, and we go to the digits backwards. So here I read you a list of digits, and you repeat them in reverse order. So 493, you repeat 394, and so on. And so with that, you have 2 tries with 2 different strings of digits, and if you get both of them wrong, you get a 0, and we stop doing the digit section. And then finally, we do the months in reverse order, and that's where you tell me all the months of the year in reverse order, starting with December, November, and I can't prompt you at all with that. It's got to be all by yourself. And if you get it completely right, that's 1 point. Then, before we're finished, we do a delayed recall section where I have Kayla repeat to me as many of the words that I used here at the immediate memory section. So, for every one that you get right, elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble, you get 1 point. And so then, once that's over, you add up all the points from all the different sections, and you get a total score out of 30. So, that total score out of 30 is your objective mark that you can use to compare before or after a suspected concussion. So that's the SAC test. You can find the form online, and they're really great to have around for diagnosing concussions on the sideline. All right, that's it.